Across live to our reporter Abongile Dumako, who is at the Cosatu's 13th National Congress, is underway in Midrand, Johannesburg. Abongile, a very good morning to you. Firstly, what has been the reaction to Zingiswa Losi's unopposed nomination for the president of Cosatu?
Good morning, Blaine, and of course a lot of excitement, a resounding welcome that Zingiswa Losi has been receiving since she was announced as being nominated unopposed to be the next president of Cosatu. Mind you, the first female president in the entire 33 years of existence of Cosatu. So yes, indeed, from across the ground here at the conference, unions affiliated to Cosatu expressing that they're actually glad. And of course, one union we spoke to, Lemosa's general secretary there, said Gina, saying that they actually were the ones who were advocating for Zingiswa Losi to take the reins and actually lead, at this Cosatu here in Midrand. And of course, I am joined now by the unionist Nina Hansen. She's from Norway, and she joins us now. Nina, good morning to you, and of course, thank you so much for your time.
Good morning, and Kosi Sikileli Africa. I love this place.
There you go. She says Kosi Africa. Here we are. Your impressions thus far, in as far as this conference is concerned, Congress is concerned?
It's very different from Norway, where I come from, because you sing a lot and you don't keep the timetable. But otherwise, it's great people, and we have the same challenges and the same issues that you are discussing here. So I'm very impressed that, the president of this country came and spoke, and it's a really good atmosphere. I love it.
If you can sort of tell us one or two of those issues that you say are similar to ourselves and you guys in Norway, just expand a bit on that one.
Yes, I mean, you have the youth unemployment, and I mean the president who's leaving, he talked about that in his speech. And I think also it's very great that you actually now putting forward a female president. In Norway we have had a female president many times, and also a female prime minister. So, and you talked about HIV and AIDS, it's everywhere. It's global issues, and also, of course, the fourth revolution, where we have these digitalizations and automatization and robotization, who's threatening our jobs as it is. So this is challenges we also have in Norway.
Okay, now let's take a look at unions being affiliated to political parties as opposed to unions that are sort of entirely looking out for the interests of the workers. If you look at ourselves and yourselves there in Norway, is there sort of similarities there, or do you have something similar to what we're having here?
Yes, I represent LO Norway. I'm one of the trade union leader. I'm the head of the journalist union, and we have 920,000 members. And what was your question again? Sorry.
I'm saying that if you look at the fact that some unions are affiliated to political parties and some are sort of standing on their own.
Yes, we have a long-standing tradition in LO Norway to work with the Labour Party, which is a social democratic party, and we actually have a formal cooperation with them. We meet regularly to exchange things. So you are more closely linked to, I understand, Communist Party and others. But I mean, it's always on congresses. We have a discussion. Should we give money to the Labour Party, or should we give it to the Communist Party, Socialist Party? And this is also similar to this. But I believe that trade unions should work together with the political parties like ANC and maybe here Communist Party to make a big labor force, because we have a common enemy, and that's the capitalists and the employers who's exploiting the workers.
Okay, as you're saying that they should be sort of intertwined and interlinked, is that something that you're going to take back to Norway to say, you know what, guys, how about to try it this way, see if it works?
Well, I'm going to take back at least the song, the thing. Maybe not that one about give me the machine gun or whatever you sing, but you have more like strange songs, but I really like the rhythm, and I think you have a lot of power in singing, and when you have all these trade unions singing with their sign, you can see they are united, and we all feel included. So I think I'll bring back at least the song.
Basically, when you talk about these unions being united, we actually did come a long way to actually find common ground as unions in South Africa. And of course, now the incumbent, the incoming president of Cosatu being a woman, she's got a lot of things that she needs to look out, including to intensify unity within these Cosatu affiliated unions. But your main message to her as she's about to take the reins?
Yes, you know, I think she has a big challenge. You know, also the president of the country challenges the new Cosatu leader when he was here, and you know, it's a lot to take. But I'm very sure, because I have met her before. Because you know, LO Norway is having cooperation with Cosatu and all trade unions, a lot of trade unions in Africa. So this is a very good woman who can unite people, and everybody is very happy. It seems like when I speak to people, I think she's the one who can do it. She also have the experience from the army, so she can be militant and she can be clear. And I think she'll also include the unions now who's like outside. And I think I had an interview with her this morning, and during the interview, the president of the country actually called her. So I think we're gonna see a leader where we're gonna unite more. I mean, one country and one union.
Nina, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you very much for,
Blaine, there's Nina Hansen from Norway. She's a unionist. She's also a journalist who's come all the way to actually take a look at how things are happening here in South Africa. Quite impressed with the singing as well, saying that she's taking some of the songs back home. With that, it's back to you in studio.
Yeah, great to hear from and get an insight about trade unions around the world, in particular Norway. Abongile, if you're still there, I just wanted to find out in terms of what's happening at the Congress and some of the debates that have been happening at this Congress with regards to the workers' plight. What are some of the issues?
Well, basically, as SACP Secretary General Dr. Bladen Zimande took to the podium yesterday, sort of sending his message of support to this Cosatu Congress underway here, saying that the issue of labor brokers, the issue of the challenges that many workers are facing on the ground needs to be attended to as soon as possible. Expressing, of course, his excitement at the fact that this Congress thus far has been happening in a peaceful manner, besides some of the challenges here and there. But the main issue that has come out yesterday, looking at the fact that job losses continue to be on the rise, SACP saying that they are willing to join forces, and foster unity within the tripartite alliance and have that one vision which will look out for the interest of the workers and not being whoever that is politically linked for their personal interests and things like those. And of course, he did express some sadness at the fact that some leaders within the tripartite alliance are actually denying the fact that state capture does exist, saying that this really comes as a bit of a concern, appealing, of course, to Justice Raymond Zondo to say that he must speed up investigations and probe into state capture.
Job losses, looming retrenchments. I guess Ms. Losi has her work cut out for her. Abongile Dumako, thank you very much indeed for your time, my friend. We'll catch up with you a little later on.